You won't believe this. Walking might be speeding up your aging. If you're over 70 and walking every day because you think it's keeping you young, I have something important to tell you. You might be doing more harm than good. I know that sounds shocking. For decades, we've been told, just walk. It's the best exercise. But here's what most doctors aren't telling you. After 70, walking alone isn't enough. And in some cases, it can actually accelerate aging. How? By ignoring the 5 systems your body depends on to stay upright, pain-free, and independent. I've spent over 30 years helping seniors reclaim their mobility. And the truth is, the people who age well into their 80s and 90s, they don't just walk. They train smarter. They move differently. They protect their joints, challenge their muscles, and retrain their balance every single day. So if you want to avoid falls, keep your strength, and move like someone decades younger, stay with me. Because what I'm about to share could literally add years of mobility and life to your future. Omjo. Part 1. Muscle Strength. The forgotten anti-aging weapon. Let me ask you a serious question. When was the last time you truly challenged your muscles? Because here's the truth. After age 50, your body quietly begins losing muscle mass. By the time you reach 70, this decline accelerates dramatically. This condition has a name, sarcopenia. And it's not just a fancy medical term. It's one of the most silent and dangerous contributors to aging. You may not notice it at first. One day, carrying groceries feels a little heavier. The next, standing up from a chair requires a push from your hands. And suddenly, something as simple as opening a tight jar becomes frustrating. That's sarcopenia. It doesn't scream. It whispers until you lose your independence. Now here's the kicker. Walking isn't enough to stop it. Gomzer. Why walking falls short. Most older adults walk every day. And that's great for heart health and circulation. But walking is not strength training. It primarily engages large muscle groups in the lower body, like your quadriceps and calves. And even then, only in a limited range of motion and without resistance. Think about it. When was the last time your daily walk challenged your arms, your back, or your abdominal muscles? If the answer is never, you're not alone. The real problem is this. Walking lacks load. Without resistance, without the challenge, your muscles have no reason to stay strong. And unused muscle? It shrinks. It weakens. It fades. What science says. A compelling study from the University of Pittsburgh followed thousands of older adults and found a direct correlation between leg strength and lifespan. Participants who had greater thigh and hip strength, not just cardiovascular fitness, lived longer, remained more mobile, and had fewer hospitalizations. Why? Because strong muscles are protective. They stabilize joints. They prevent falls. They support your organs. They regulate glucose and insulin. And they even help preserve cognitive function. Yes, you heard that right. Loss of strength doesn't just affect your mobility, it can impact your brain. Doctor's orders. What you should do instead. So, if walking isn't enough, what should you be doing? Here's what I tell my patients. You don't need a gym membership. You need resistance. Start with light resistance bands. They're affordable, portable, and gentle on the joints. Try chair squats. Just standing and sitting from a sturdy chair using only your legs. It trains your thighs, hips, and core. Or grab a couple of water bottles or canned goods and practice simple bicep curls or shoulder presses. Focus on slow, controlled movements, not speed. It's not about lifting heavy. It's about staying engaged and consistent. And most importantly, don't wait. Muscle loss happens faster after 70, but the good news? With the right approach, you can reverse it. A real-life inspiration from Japan. Take the story of Mrs. Kubo, an 80-year-old retired teacher in Osaka. She lives alone, climbs stairs daily, cooks her own meals, and even volunteers part-time at a local community center. Her secret? Every morning after brushing her teeth, she does 10 bodyweight squats beside her kitchen table. That's it. No dumbbells, no equipment. But after years of consistency, her thighs remain firm, her back is straight, and she walks with confidence. She once said, "I treat my legs like my savings account. I deposit strength every day, so I can spend it freely when I'm older." The takeaway for this section. So, if you're 70, 75, or even 85, and you've been relying on walking alone, I encourage you to take one small step today. Add strength, because mobility without muscle is like a car without fuel. Your independence depends on the strength you build now. Even just 5-10 minutes a day can rebuild what time has tried to steal. Kamzid. Part 2. Balance. The foundation of independence. And fall prevention. Let's get one thing straight. Walking is not balance training. That might sound surprising. After all, walking feels like the ultimate balance activity. You're on your feet, moving forward, one step at a time. But here's the reality most seniors never hear until it's too late. Walking doesn't train the muscles that actually keep you upright when life throws you off balance. Why walking doesn't strengthen balance muscles? Your ability to stay steady in motion, especially as you age, depends not just on your large leg muscles, but on a complex coordination of smaller, stabilizing muscles in your feet and ankles, which react to uneven surfaces. Lower core and hips, which keep your body centered. Spinal reflexes and inner ear, which sense motion and orientation. Here's the kicker. These systems don't get challenged during steady, predictable walks on flat sidewalks. In fact, your body gets used to the pattern, and what isn't challenged gradually declines. That means by walking only, you might be unknowingly letting your balance wither away. Huge, the hidden danger, falls after 75. Now let me give you a statistic that should make anyone sit up straighter. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in adults over 75. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. And what's worse? Most of these falls don't happen during extreme activities. They happen during normal daily routines. Reaching for something on a shelf, stepping off a curb, turning around too quickly, getting up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. The issue isn't that their legs are weak, it's that their balance reflexes have dulled. As Dr. Atul Gawande, a respected Harvard surgeon, once said, "Most of my patients don't die from disease. They die from a fall." That's the reality. In elder medicine, one fall can lead to a broken hip, then surgery, then bed rest, then complications. It's a domino effect. What you can do about it. Balance, specific training. Here's the good news. You can train your balance just like a muscle. And the exercises are simple, safe, and take just a few minutes a day. Try these. 1. Stand on one foot, near a chair or countertop for safety. Oh, hold for 10 seconds, then switch legs. Oh. As you improve, close your eyes for added challenge. 2. Heel-to-toe walking. Oh. Imagine walking on a tightrope. Place one foot directly in front of the other. Oh, do this in a straight line across the room. Oh, great for engaging core and ankle stability. 3. Weight shifting side to side. Oh, stand with feet shoulder-width apart. Oh, slowly shift your weight onto one leg. Hold for a moment, then shift to the other. Oh, feel the muscles in your core and legs engage. These movements may feel simple, but they reactivate dormant balance systems you forgot you even had. Real-world moment of realization. Let me tell you about Edward, age 76. He was fit, walked every day, and felt pretty solid. Until one morning, stepping off a curb, his foot landed awkwardly, and he nearly fell face first into the street. He caught himself, just barely, but it shook him. His doctor didn't prescribe medication. Instead, he recommended standing on one foot during toothbrushing and doing heel-to-toe walks down the hallway. Within weeks, Edward reported feeling more stable, confident, and quick on his feet. No more holding onto furniture as he moved. Home test. How's your balance? Here's a quick balance test you can do right now. 1. Stand near a sturdy counter or chair for safety. 2. Lift one foot a few inches off the ground. 3. Try to hold your balance for 10 seconds. Oh, did you wobble? Oh, did you need to grab onto something? If it felt hard, your balance may need some training. And that's okay. Because the best time to start working on it is now, not after a fall. Bottom line for this section. Walking keeps you moving, but it doesn't teach you how to stay steady when something unexpected happens. If you truly want to stay independent, upright, and fall free well into your 80s and beyond, balance training is not optional, it's essential. 5 minutes a day, no equipment, just your body, your breath, and your commitment to aging wisely. Part 3. Joint health and flexibility, regaining control over every movement. Here's something most people don't realize until it's already affecting their daily life. Stiff joints don't just come with age. They come from disuse. Your body was designed to move in full, fluid ranges to bend, twist, reach, and stretch. But when you stop using those ranges, your joints slowly begin to tighten. And over time, what used to feel effortless, tying your shoes, reaching for a jacket, turning your head while driving, now feels like a struggle. Why walking alone isn't enough? Now, you might be thinking, but I walk every day. Isn't that keeping me flexible? Unfortunately, no, not quite. Walking is a repetitive, linear motion. It doesn't engage or stretch the shoulders, spine, hips, wrists, or neck areas that are critical for maintaining full body flexibility. You're moving your legs, yes, but in a limited, front-to-back pattern. You're not twisting. You're not reaching. You're not rotating. And that's the exact kind of movement your joints are begging for. The real-life signs of flexibility loss. If you've ever noticed, you have to bend your knees more than usual just to pick something off the floor. You can't turn your head as far to the side when backing out of the driveway. Your morning movements feel slow, creaky, or uncomfortable. Then chances are, your mobility is shrinking. And here's the scary part. As mobility shrinks, so does your independence. Because once certain movements become too uncomfortable or difficult, you start avoiding them altogether, and that leads to even faster decline. Kubig. Simple flexibility exercises that make a big difference. The good news is that you don't need to become a yogi or spend hours stretching. Just a few targeted, gentle movements each day can unlock stiff joints and restore smoother, more natural motion. Here are a few exercises I recommend to my patients. 1. Torso twists. Seated or standing. Sit or stand tall. Rotate your upper body slowly to one side. Hold 3 seconds. Return to center. Then, rotate the other way. Helps loosen the spine and lower back. 2. Knee lifts. While standing near a chair, slowly raise one knee toward your chest. Hold briefly, then lower. Promotes hip mobility and balance. 3. Wrist and ankle circles. Gently rotate your wrists and ankles in slow circles, both directions. Stimulates synovial fluid, nature's joint lubricant. 4. Neck rolls and shoulder rolls. Oh, slowly roll your shoulders backward and forward. Oh, tilt your head gently side to side. Oh, keeps upper spine mobile and relaxed. 5. Gentle yoga or Tai Chi. Oh, these are excellent for full body flexibility with low joint stress. Oh, focus on breath plus slow, flowing movements. Remember, the key is gentle consistency, not intensity. Scientific proof that it works. A 2021 study conducted by Tufts University put this idea to the test. They had a group of adults, over 65, perform just 6 minutes of guided stretching daily. After just 3 months, participants showed a 42% improvement in basic functional tasks like standing up from a seated position, getting dressed without assistance, bending to pick things up. That's not theory. That's real, measurable transformation from just 6 minutes a day. Bottom line for this section: stiffness isn't inevitable. It's optional if you're willing to stretch. If walking is your only form of movement, you're missing an essential ingredient for aging well: joint range and freedom. Just a few slow, mindful movements a day can unlock a sense of lightness and mobility you haven't felt in years. Because after 70, movement isn't about speed. It's about control. And flexibility? That's how you take it back. Part 4. Core strength, posture, the hidden connectors of balance, and spine health. You may not see them in the mirror. You may not think about them when you walk. But your core muscles, especially the deep ones, are quietly responsible for almost every movement you make. And when they weaken, everything begins to fall apart, literally. Why core muscles matter more than ever after 70. The core is more than just your abs. It includes your transverse abdominis, the deep horizontal abdominal muscle, your obliques, your diaphragm, and the multifidus, the small but mighty muscles along your spine. Together, they function like a built-in corset for your body. When strong and engaged, they keep your spine aligned and stable, prevent you from hunching forward, help you breathe deeply, and support healthy digestion and circulation. But when these muscles weaken, which is very common in seniors, here's what often happens: chronic lower back pain, rounded shoulders and stooped posture, shallow breathing and reduced lung capacity, digestive sluggishness, including bloating or constipation, loss of balance and increased fall risk. Unfortunately, walking doesn't train the core. It may activate the legs and heart, but it does very little to engage the deep, stabilizing muscles in your midsection. And over time, that lack of engagement shows in your posture, your breath, your comfort, and your confidence. 2 simple core posture exercises to start today. The great news is this: you don't need crunches or planks to train your core. In fact, some of the most effective movements for older adults are incredibly simple and can be done standing, seated, or even lying down. Here are 3 of the most powerful. 1. Abdominal bracing. Belly pull-in. While sitting or standing. Exhale fully and gently pull your belly button inward toward your spine. Hold for 5-10 seconds. This activates your transverse abdominis, your internal support belt. 2. Wall stand posture reset. Stand with your back flat against a wall. Heels, hips, shoulders, and head touching. Gently tuck your chin and pull your shoulders down and back. Hold for 30 seconds. Feel your posture reset in real time. 3. Pelvic tilts. Seated or supine. Sit tall or lie on your back with knees bent. Gently rock your pelvis forward and backward. Focusing on smooth movement. Helps loosen the lower spine and improve posture awareness. Do these daily, and you'll start feeling more upright, more supported, and more mobile, often within just a few weeks. A presidential example: Joe Biden's core comeback. Let's take a look at someone who understands the power of posture and core strength firsthand. President Joe Biden. At age 81, President Biden continues to maintain a demanding schedule, but in recent years, he experienced a highly publicized fall, sparking concern over his balance and gait. His medical team, according to public reports, introduced core stability and postural retraining exercises into his routine. The goal wasn't just to treat an injury, it was to restore coordination, stability, and functional strength. The approach? Simple but consistent movements, focusing on posture resets, lower back alignment, and pelvic stability. The result? Improved gait mechanics, better upright posture, and fewer reported stumbles. If it's good enough for the President of the United States, it's good enough for all of us. Bottom line for this section: after 70, your posture isn't just about looking tall, it's about staying upright, avoiding injury, and moving with ease. And your core? It's the invisible powerhouse that connects your upper and lower body, protects your spine, and fuels your strength from the inside out. Walking may keep you going, but core training is what keeps you centered. No gym required, just attention, intention, and a few quiet moments of focused movement. Part 5. Joint protection, low-impact movement, reducing wear without stopping motion. By the time you reach your 70s, your joints have carried you through a lifetime of steps, millions, maybe even billions of them. And while your body is wonderfully resilient, your joints aren't invincible. In fact, after 70, changes begin happening that you might not even notice until discomfort sets in. Joint fluid, synovial fluid, starts to decrease. Cartilage, which cushions your bones, begins to thin. Shock absorption becomes less effective. What does that mean in practical terms? It means every step you take puts more strain on your knees, hips, and lower back than it did 20 years ago, especially when walking long distances or on hard surfaces. The red flags you shouldn't ignore. Here's what many older adults experience, but often dismiss as normal aging. A dull ache in the knees after a long walk. Tightness in the hips or lower back that lingers. A clicking or grinding sensation when going up or down stairs. Feeling more tired than energized after what used to be a light stroll. These aren't just signs of getting older, they're your body's way of saying, I need a different kind of movement now. And continuing to push through pain, day after day, can actually speed up joint deterioration, leading to arthritis flare-ups, limited mobility, or worse, joint replacement surgeries. What to do instead? Low impact movement that still keeps you active. Here's the good news. You don't need to stop moving, you just need to move smarter. Low-impact exercises allow you to stay active without grinding your joints. These forms of movement provide circulation, muscle engagement, and mental focus, all without the punishing repetitive impact of concrete walks. Consider switching or supplementing your routine with 1. Swimming or water aerobics. O. The buoyancy of water takes pressure off joints. O. Excellent for whole body movement without stress. 2. Stationary or outdoor cycling. O. Builds leg strength without the pounding impact. O. Easy to control intensity and duration. 3. Tai Chi or Qigong. O. Slow, flowing movements improve balance and joint fluidity. O. Promotes mindfulness and fall prevention. 4. Gentle yoga. O. Enhances flexibility and core strength. O. Increases joint space and improves posture. 5. Aqua walking, walking in water. O, provides natural resistance for muscles. O, great for rehabbing sore joints. Each of these can replace or rotate with walking days, giving your joints time to recover while still allowing your body to grow stronger. Doctor's note: pain is not a badge of honor. Here's something I wish more seniors would accept. If you finish every walk feeling sore, drained, or stiff, something's wrong. That kind of discomfort isn't a sign you worked hard, it's your joints signaling overuse or stress. And it doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're wise if you listen. You can still get all the health benefits of exercise, heart strength, lung capacity, energy, and mood without punishing your knees and hips to get them. In fact, switching to low-impact routines can often extend your active years by decades because you're protecting the very structures that let you move freely. Bottom line for this section: joint pain doesn't mean your active life is over. It just means your approach needs to evolve. After 70, smart movement is the key to independence. By choosing exercises that work with your joints, not against them, you'll move more comfortably, more confidently, and most importantly, more consistently. Because your joints may age, but your ability to adapt never has to. You deserve to move without fear. Let's make that your reality. Take a deep breath. If you've made it this far, that already tells me something. You care deeply about your health. You're not just trying to stay alive. You're trying to live well with strength, balance, and dignity. So here's what I want you to remember. Aging isn't what takes away our independence. Inactivity, stiffness, and imbalance do. But the best news? You can reverse all of it. Just a few minutes a day of the right kind of movement, not harder, just smarter, and you'll feel the change. Your knees will ache less. Your back will feel supported. You'll walk with more ease and more confidence. So tell me, which part of your body needs love today? Your balance? Your core? Your joints? Leave a comment below and let me know what you're working on, because I read every single one. And if this video helped you at all, even just a little, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell. It's the best way to support this channel and help more seniors age with strength and grace. You're not too old to get stronger. You're not too stiff to get more flexible. And you're never too late to take control of your movement again.